Hey guys, this is Sims Under Candlelight. I'm going to be doing the bedroom decorating. I'm just going to start by updating the bathroom area. What I like to do is make a walk-in shower, so I usually add a 1x3 space. The bathroom won't be in this video, it will be in the next one with the study. But I just wanted to get that out of the way just to show you what I did, because I did it before I did the bedroom, so that way you know, in case you downloaded the house and are decorating it with me. First, I look for a bed to use. I mean, that's going to be the main focus in the bedroom, so it should be the one piece that you really, really like. When placing the bed, I like to try different areas to see which spot will give me more room in the room. So that's what I did there. I just rotated to see if I could have more space any other way, but I had the same, so it was easy to pick after that. Then when you find the bed, you want to put it in a good space, usually between two windows or right in front of two windows. It really depends on what kind of decorating you're going to use in the room. Then I just found the matching end tables to go with the bed set. And then I found the matching lamps to go to. So next I needed to look for some curtains. This is the bedroom, so having curtains is definitely a thing that you want to have. There are a lot of types of curtains, but it's pretty easy to find which ones go with your look. I mean, most of the things I used this time, I didn't even have to change the textures or patterns on them. They were perfect the way they were. But I did have to have the finished look, the idea in my head, so I knew that I wasn't going to have to change the curtains or change the lamps, stuff like that. You have to think ahead of time so you don't have to keep second guessing on like your patterns and textures. Next, I was just looking at dressers and whatnot, but this one right here is the one that went with the set, so I just picked it. Next, I just matched the patterns from the end tables to the dresser, and then I changed the top of the dresser because there's two colors on the top pattern. I just changed it to the solid off-white color. Again, having matching patterns is really what makes your room flow better. It makes it feel more open instead of crowded. When you have more patterns, that brings in the crowdedness. So it's better to keep the patterns the same so it makes the bedroom look nicer. When you place a dresser, what usually ends up being behind a dresser is a mirror. It's just convenient, and I mean that's how people decorate their real homes, is have a mirror right above their dresser. So that's what I removed the window for. But then when searching for a mirror, I didn't find one I liked until this one. And since it was a floor mirror, I decided I was going to move the dresser so the floor mirror had the attention in that end of the room instead of the dresser. I had to use move objects on and alt to place the dresser at the end of the bed. And then again, to tie the mirror into the room, I used the same patterns. Of course, you can see there's kind of like a rustic look on this mirror, so what I did was I darkened the off-white color just so it could bring in some dark color as well as with all the light objects that I have in the room. And I'm really sorry for how bright that end of the room is. After placing the curtains, I should have dimmed the lights so it wouldn't seem so bright while recording. But when I played, it didn't seem as bright. But since I am using a new program, I'll just have to remind myself to dim the lights next time. My favorite thing when decorating the bedroom is adding the blankets to the bed. I know you can't use them. The Sims is just going to have it on their bed while they go to sleep. It makes the bed look like it's actually being used. Here I'm looking for a rug, and sometimes it gets a little frustrating because, there are a lot of different rugs in the game, and a lot you can't use your cast tool to change them. But there are quite a bit that are perfect for a room. So sometimes you want a rug that is just pops of color, or a rug that just blends in. So it really depends on what kind of theme you're going for. If you want a calm room, then you want one that blends in. But if you want one that is like for a teen or a young adult, then you could definitely have one that just totally different colors than the rest of the room. It's really up to you. Here I'm just trying to find a nice painting to go on the side of the wall. I was having trouble finding one that had all the kind of colors I wanted to go with my room. So then I just found this one that has many different family photos in it, and I thought it would be a good, nice little touch to have in the bedroom. For the wallpaper, I was just trying to find different kind of crown moldings. With a bedroom, you don't have to match like your wallpaper or even the flooring. It can be anything that you want it to be. Mainly the rooms that would stay the same are like hallways to match your downstairs. But for your bedroom, you can really pick anything you want. People decorate their bedrooms totally different than the rest of the house, and so that's okay if you do it for your Sims too. So what I chose was a sort of cocoa taupe brown color for my walls. That way it could bring in the light brown in my fabric on my comforter and pull in some of the dark tints from my rug. Here I'm describing a few OMSPs. I know that sometimes I love to add tons of clutter to the end tables, and they don't have many slots that are closer together. They kind of have in the middle and then the four corners. So OMSPs are a great way to make a tabletop look a lot more realistic instead of stuff perfectly placed throughout. But for a bedroom, usually less clutter is better because you don't need so many things. However, when I decorate a dresser, I love to have useful things on top of the dresser. So usually like the perfume bottles or a bowl, as in like when you come into your room, you can take your necklace off, throw it into a bowl. I know the Sims don't do that, but that's just my thought of useful things placed in certain areas that would be smart. While looking for objects for my desk, I found the pillows that I wanted to use on the bed. Of course, the pillows aren't going to be used. They're just decoration. The sim can still lay down on the bed even though they're there. But of course I had to use OMSP so I can heighten and lower it to exactly where I wanted it to be. And then I just pulled in the dark brown color from the floor rug and put it on one of the pillows. Next, I found a flower that I really thought would be a nice touch for this room. It kind of brings in a little bit of spring with this fall look. Sometimes it's best not to mix fall looks and winter looks and spring looks, if you know what I mean by like fall and winter and spring. I'm like winter is more like the dark blues, whites, that kind of thing. Then fall is the dark reds and oranges and browns. with spring, it's sort of pastel colors. So with all those themes, you also have different flowers that match those themes. So here I'm just trying to find some more warm decorations to place on the dresser. These candles, I think they're from Sims, but I'm not sure. So I'll check that and let you know down below. And then to tie the plate into the room, I wanted to change the color to sort of the taupe brown color. That way it didn't look out of place. But then when I did that, the perfume bottles looked out of place, and we can't change them because EA didn't make them recolorable. So I had to go for a different look and find something else. Luckily, I had downloaded these 3 empty perfume bottles that can still be used for decoration, and I found the one I liked and placed it on the OMSP, and I think it made it look really nice. Here I'm just going to show you what we have done down here on this end before I move to the other end of the room. Now there isn't that much space on this end of the bedroom, and we don't really want to have any big bulky chairs. So of course the first thing I go to is plants. Sorry, I forgot to mention my video quit recording, and so on the end tables I'll show you real quick. Um, the books that were on that left hand side corner, they clashed with the entire room. I couldn't change the colors. So what I did is I just removed the books and then moved those 2 little boxes to that table and put a plant in that corner. So the green from this corner matched the green in the other corner, and it just flowed through better with the room. And there's just a little view through that window. I like to keep some natural light in, some windows open. So I hope you enjoy. That's all for the bedroom, and I hope you come back. Like and subscribe. Bye!